For you fellas out there, and see, the thing about it is, men can read women just like women can read men. That's why men know who they respect and who they don't respect. And I'm talking about real men. I'm not talking about the hood rats from the bottom of the barrel. And I feel like that when a woman is being, first of all, when a woman has a Jezebel spirit and she's been flirtatious with the man, I believe that man can pick that up. That the woman that she's loose and she's attracted to him. But if you're in the workplaces, be mindful of things like that, because you don't know what other female is standing around, and especially if it's somebody that is a gossiper, a talebearer, a liar, like to keep stuff stirred up. A person like that will go and tell somebody else, I think they messing around. And you know what? The thing about it is, both of the parties involved might not even know each other. But because troublemaker over here knows how it gets down in a disgusting way, and think, because one thing, let me tell you something about a tramp and a no good person. They think everybody else is, it seems like. Or they may not think, Lord forgive me, that might be wrong. They may not think that everybody else is, but they want everybody else to be what they are. So they're drama starters. And I'm telling you, I've known drama starters all my life that will just, I'm talking about people that will speak literal lies, and it be a lie, and they know it's a lie before it leaves their mouth. But because they like to stir up drama, and because they're toxic and narcissistic, they'll take that and they will run with it and don't care whose life it might destroy. The Bible speaks about talebearers and how, I don't know if it says something like the wounds of a talebearer runs deep, or so. You guys, I have to look it up. It's either in the book of Proverbs or Psalms, but I think it's in Proverbs. But be mindful of talebearers in your workplaces, in your churches, some of you in your homes, even out in society. And I know you can't control society. You can't really control any of those environments. The only thing you can do is make sure that you are within a certain proximity of the people that you're interacting with, so that they won't say you were standing too close, and then take it from there. And you might, listen, you got, long gone are the days when you could just be affectionate to people and it was nothing to it. You know, because for those of you out there that are huggers, you know, you're really going to have to, I'm not going to say don't be affectionate towards people, don't love people, don't hug people. But you're probably having a hard, difficult time, you know, because it's just a natural thing when you meet people that you might be fond of or that you're familiar with, you'll give them a hug. But just be careful of even things like that, because people will take something like that. Oh my gosh, I believe, from my own Father, forgive me, but I don't think I'm wrong. But they will just, you know, it's like you give the devil an inch, he'll take a mile. And this may be a warning for somebody out there. Just be mindful of your interactions with the opposite sex. Keep a certain level of distance. Because, you know, as I've stated in my previous conference, there's always somebody watching, and all they want is just a little inch, and they'll make it a mile. They'll turn a molehill into a mountain. So it ties into the scripture in the Bible that says, don't let your good be evil spoken of. You just have to be careful and move in silence, you guys. Let me stress this point. In the Bible, you know, when Jesus walked with his 12 disciples, and he had followers that were women. A lot of women followed him. There were a lot of women at his crucifixion. And Mary Magdalene was definitely a loyal servant to him. And look how even in our present day, people try to act as if there was something going on between Jesus and Mary Magdalene when there was not. I know that's a lie from out of the pit of hell. And I'm about to send it back right now. But look in Jesus' day, how they spoke all manner of evil against him. Now you imagine Jesus is, you know, he was a single man, and there was always this woman, Mary Magdalene, that was a faithful servant to him. And I'm sure there were times that he conversated with Mary and it was just him and her. Y'all, I don't even want to think about the lies that I'm sure they put out about Father and Mary Magdalene. Because, and then taking into consideration, Mary Magdalene, she was a former prostitute. So they've already typecast her, regardless of the fact that she repented and began to follow Jesus. So for you brothers and sisters out there, if you feel like that your good is being evil spoken of, stand strong in God. And just make sure that you are very disciplined in your interactions with the opposite sex. because a lot of times, especially for you brothers out there, the women that you're interacting with can like you in a way that is more than just being an acquaintance, and you might not know about it. And then when they see you interacting with another female, they can say, oh, well, I think they're messing around. And then the next thing you know, there's this whole story going on that is not the truth. But because you got women out there that are spiteful and vindictive and, you know, just all sorts of whatever, negativity, that's their way of coming back at you. And you won't even know what hit you. You'll be probably looking around as if to say, well, what have I done?